Hi, how's everybody doing today? This is Mike Moo, and we are taking a look at the Catalyst Waterproof Airpods case, and this is a glow-in-the-dark edition. So this is pretty unique in that it is waterproof to 1 meter, and that is with the AirPods inside and the case fully closed. It's got 360-degree total protection, and it's drop proof for about 4 feet, which is pretty much just about great for the average person who maybe wants to attach this or keep this in your pocket. And that is something that you don't find in all other cases, having the 3 protections right here. You see some other ones that just kind of say water resistant, but if you read some of the reviews, it actually says that they've actually tried taking it out, maybe out swimming or something, or out surfing, and even though their advertising shows that that they're wearing it, they've had some AirPods ruined that way. So the key here, and I'll show you a little bit later since I had a closer look at this, is these ribs right here. So that is actually waterproof silicone sealing ribs. There's several of them, so as long as you make sure that's clean, it's going to keep the water and dust and stuff out. Military grade impact protection, I like it when they say that. Pretty much it's just the 4-foot drop protection. You got the full access to the lightning connector as well, and a carabiner is included. So it's IP67 waterproof as long as you use this and operate it as advertised. So there's a 1-year limited warranty, and it looks like it was a CS 2018 Innovator. Now again, the one that I have, and I'm just going to show you this quick unboxing, there's really not a whole lot in here, is that you get the actual case and a cheap little carabiner, which I suppose is pretty typical of something that you might be able to find, maybe a little bit better than the quality you might find in a 99-cent store. But if you really want to get more serious, you can definitely replace this, because all they have is this little eyelet hook down here below for you to attach the carabiner in. So of course the carabiner is completely optional. You can also attach this to your key ring and such. So one of the main concerns I had this, even though it has the military shock protection, is how strong is this? Right? Is this really going to, like, if this gets caught on something, as let's say if I'm struggling to get through a crowd of people and this gets caught behind something, is this going to hold the AirPods well? And my biggest issue with all of these silicone cases is, I don't know, they should really do a testing to see how well and rugged that this will be to prevent your AirPods from falling. So that's one major concern that I have for this, and basically all the other silicone products as well, is exactly how much can this withstand, and how long will this silicone be able to keep intact while out in the environment. Okay, so besides that, I definitely like that it is a glow-in-the-dark version, and you pay about $5 more, so this retails $30. I'll have a link down below. And if you just flash it against some light for a period of time, in this case I have a flashlight, you can see it has some glow-in-the-dark properties. Keep in mind that this is going to be a really mild glow, pretty much really depending on how much sunlight or UV that this has received. So this isn't going to be something that you're going to be able to see with like you can with your iPhone screen when you are out in the dark, and it's going to gradually lose its luminescence over time. And it actually won't take too long for it to lose it in the case of me using artificial light on here. But it's really nice silicone, very soft, very smooth, and you can definitely feel the ribbing, how the ribbing there is going to provide a really tight seal to allow it to be IP67 weatherproof or waterproofing. And actually I had actually put in the AirPods in here, and I actually found that it is a pretty tight fit. Of course, weatherproofing won't be any good unless it has a little bit of weatherproofing down below here as well. So you can see this has a little weatherproofing plug that goes down below and will keep that plug nice and tight, only up to a couple of feet. So this is not something I'd probably want to go swimming with. It'd probably be okay if I was running through some drench of water or heavy rain, as long as I have all these plugs closed properly. And it's in a really nice tight fit in there. Now, the other concern I have with these was, well, will they fall out if you're holding it or if you're using it the way it is? And the answer is no. This is actually really tight fit, even much tighter than some other alternatives, including my previously First Look reviewed one by Cozy Style here. So it's actually really tight. It actually takes a bit of effort to get out anyway. So I pretty much have to yank kind of hard to get these out. But if you really wanted to do it, you can kind of coax it out, you know, side by side, and you can see that it is a really nice tight fitting in there, which also contributes to its weatherproofness. Now the ribbing's really great, but keep in mind that if you are out, you know, by the beach or the sand and you get some sand and stuff stuck in there, that could affect its weatherproofness. So you'll want to keep all that stuff out from here whenever you're planning on, or you basically, if you're relying on the weatherproofness as you're running with these, you'll definitely want to make sure that it's nice and clean. Definitely rinse it out without the AirPods inside. Get it nice and clean. But the other concern was, how easy is it going to get the AirPods in and out? As you can see, this is not exactly a great one-hand operation. So if you really like quick, easy access with one hand, it's going to take a little bit of work. And there's a chance that you might drop it unless you hook your fingers in there. But it can be done. You can slide it open, and you can carefully try to take it out. But this is really a two-hand type of operation unless you flip the whole thing open. So one hand flipping through the whole thing open is going to be a little bit of a challenge. So it's still going to be kind of a two-hand type of ordeal. So definitely keep that in mind. But you know, once it's open like this, you can actually keep it like this as well. You don't actually have to close it unless you want it really, really tightly secured and full 360 shock proofing, right? You can keep it like that and actually just operate and use your AirPods like you normally do. Okay, but this adds a little bit of a bulk, and this does have this does not have it's not as slippery or slidey as when you have naked AirPods, because there is a little bit of surface in here which causes a little bit of friction. So this could be a bit more of a problem if you're trying to slip it easily in and out of maybe your pocket. Okay, unless you have it closed. When you have it closed, there's less friction and it slides a little bit better, but still nowhere as loose as completely naked AirPods. So those are just a few of the considerations that you want. This comes in several colors, quite a bit, and of course, they only have this one glow-in-the-dark version, only comes in this one color, and this is exactly what you're looking at right here. Okay, so this runs for $30 retail, and you can get this on Amazon, and I'll have links down below and also on the screen. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and please let me know what kind of case that you use and how you like it so far, and if you have one of these Catalyst cases, let me know if this has ever failed you. Yeah, I really want to know. So again, I have not actually taken this out, so it's difficult for me to judge. But you know, I felt like not a lot of people were mentioning about this a whole lot, other than the really cheap ones that have this whole piece kind of fail on them. And of course, if it fails on you, there's a chance you'll lose it. So let me know down below if you have experience with that. And let me know if there's anything good or bad about these that you've tried, if you have looked at these. And if you're interested in checking out some of the cases, let me know. So far, I've only talked about these two cases for the AirPods. I haven't tried any of the really cheap ones because I just don't necessarily trust them. One final thing, now that I mention this and I'm looking at this. This doesn't rotate at all, okay? So this could potentially get twisted and tied, and potentially could be a weak point in this whole scenario and this whole thing. So that is something to definitely consider. All right, that's it for this video. Please give it a like and subscribe for more. I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.